looking for knowledge, the secret to success, growing in wisdom so you can pass your test. We're helping you to find the way every day to be your best. Wisdom and knowledge will lead you to success.
Is it safe to cross? Yes! The cloud is moving! Look! It's time to go now! Look! Go! Go! The bad guys are coming! Look! We made it to the other side! But the chariots are coming!
We will pursue them! We will! We'll take them over! Oh!
Not today! Ha! The Lord has destroyed the enemy! Yeah!
Wow, Chico, am I interrupting something?
Hi, Louisa! Oh, not at all! You just witnessed a great victory from today's story!
Today's story? Well, we haven't read it yet.
Well, I took a peek at today's story to see what happens next. It's been so exciting.
Yes, I've been enjoying reading our stories too. Maybe you could share it with everyone.
Oh, okay, everybody. Well, this is what happened at the Red Sea. Ta-da!
The Hebrews had just been miraculously released from slavery in Egypt, and now they were on their way to the Promised Land.
Look, my son, God is going before us.
Wow! We can follow that pillar of cloud to know the way.
And the pillar of fire by night to give us light.
They traveled on foot to the edge of the desert until they came to the Red Sea. They had taken with them everything they owned. There at the Red Sea, the Lord told Moses to have the Hebrews set up camp. When Pharaoh and his advisors heard that the Hebrews were gone, their hearts were turned against them. They began to realize what this meant for them.
What in the world have we done? We let our slaves go free?
So Pharaoh quickly got 600 chariots and his army ready and went after them. Pharaoh and his army got closer and closer. Their chariots thundered and horses neighed in fury. When the Hebrews saw them coming, armed for battle, they were terrified. The Israelites turned to Moses.
Did you bring us out of Egypt to die in the wilderness? Are there no graves in Egypt? What in the world have you done to us? Oh, it would have been better for us to serve the Egyptians than to die like this.
But Moses was full of faith. Don't be afraid. Stand still and see the salvation of the Lord. The Egyptians that you see today, you will never see again. God will fight for you. Then the Lord said to Moses,
Get moving. Lift up your staff and reach your hand towards the sea and divide it. Then the Hebrews will go through the middle of the sea on dry ground.
At that moment, the angel of God moved and went behind them. The pillar of cloud followed, also moving behind the people to protect them from the Egyptians. On their side of the pillar, the Egyptians couldn't see anything, but the pillar gave the Hebrews light. When Moses stretched out his hand towards the sea, the Lord sent a strong east wind that blew on the sea all night, dividing the water. At the break of dawn, the people saw the dry path in the middle of the sea, leading to the other side. On each side, the water stood up like walls, so the Hebrews could cross between them on dry ground. When the people had nearly finished crossing, the sun was coming up, and the Egyptians could now see enough to chase them. All of Pharaoh's chariots and horsemen pursued them into the middle of the sea. That's when God threw the whole army into a panic. He caused the wheels of their chariots to fall off.
Turn back! Turn back!
God is against us!
Once the Hebrews were safe on the other side, Moses stretched his hand towards the sea a second time, and the waters began returning to cover the dry ground. When the Egyptians saw the waters, they tried to escape, but it was too late. The whole army drowned in the sea. Then Moses and all the people sang a song of victory. It was a celebration. By his great power, God had made a way for them through the Red Sea, safe on the other side.
And that's how God destroyed Pharaoh's chariots, protected his people, and made a way for them to cross the Red Sea.
Yeah, it's a great story. One of my favorites.
Yeah, Louisa Latu,
Yes?
I think they are all your favorite.
You're right. I like them all for different reasons.
Yeah, you like this one because it shows God's power.
Oh, yes, his power and marvelous
Miracles!
miracles.
I wish I could see God do a miracle today.
Oh, but you still can. God is always working for you, Chikondi.
Yeah, I guess so. I know he takes care of me
Yes.
and protects me, but I wish I could see something awesome, like the Red Sea parting. He made a way for the people to escape.
Yes. Oh, Chico, are you trying to escape? Do you need to escape something, Chikondi?
Well, actually, yes. I wish I could escape Mr. English.
Who is Mr. English?
Oh, that's not his real name, Louisa.
Hmm.
But it's what we call him because
Mhm.
he teaches English. And he is impossible. I just can't please him. Oh,
Oh, go on. Tell me more.
well, what's worse is
Mhm.
his grandson is in my class.
Hmm.
Trouble.
Trouble. Why do I think that is not his real name either?
Yeah, but he throws things in the class and is always talking and poking the other kids. He's real trouble.
Oh, Chikondi, I see why you would want to escape that situation.
It gets worse.
Really?
His grandpa, Mr. English, always blames me for the trouble causes. I've
Oh,
tried to be
Chico.
polite. I've tried to be kind to trouble. I've tried everything, Louisa. Oh.
Oh, that isn't pleasant. Have you tried talking to God about it?
Yeah. Yeah,
Mhm.
I prayed 2 days ago, and I prayed yesterday, and I prayed today.
Yes.
But nothing has changed.
Oh, my fuzzy friend, don't give up yet.
Uh-huh.
God is able and might still surprise you with a miracle.
Oh, I need a miracle. Mr. English yells at me from the front of the class.
Oh,
Chikondi! Chikondi! Like that.
oh.
While at the same time, trouble is poking me in the back. So I'm very uncomfortable.
Chikondi, I think what you're talking about happens to a lot of people.
Really?
Yes, and when it gets rough, we need God to make a way for us.
Yeah. Maybe God could help me change schools. Or even better, he could send them away to the desert.
Now, maybe another story will help us believe God for your miracle.
Okay. I'm listening.
It's a story from the tropical forest about how God did something suddenly for Mr. and Mrs. Palm.
Palm? Like palm trees? I love those trees. They are so tall.
Yes, Mr. and Mrs. Palm were the tallest, straightest trees from the forest.
Wow.
And they had a very special job.
Uh-huh.
They cared for orphan saplings.
Lisa,
Yes.
what is a sapling?
A sapling is a young and tender tree.
Oh, so they needed protection.
Yes, so the palms took care of young trees of all ages. Yes, they protected them with their branches,
yeah.
covered them from the sun, and shielded them from the wind.
Oh, that's so nice. I bet the little trees were grateful.
Oh, yes, they were. But Mr. Lemon Tree was not.
Oh, lemons. Ugh, why not?
Well, he was selfish.
Oh.
So he decided that all the shade and all the fruit from the palms should go only to him and his saplings.
Lisa, Mr. Lemon needed a new heart.
Oh,
One
yes.
that wasn't selfish.
Mhm.
What happened next?
He started telling lies to the other trees in the forest about Mr. and Mrs. Palm.
I always knew lemons were sour. That's just terrible.
Life started getting very difficult. All the palms wanted to do was to take care of the saplings.
Wait.
But the trees were turning sour.
Oh, Mr. Lemon was their enemy.
Yes.
Oh.
But you know what?
What?
One brave papaya tree said, I want to help the palms. And he offered them some help.
Oh, wow. That was nice of him.
Yes.
I always liked papaya.
Well, Mr. Papaya didn't stay loyal to the palms for very long. The sour stories from Mr. Lemon Tree confused him.
What did he do?
Well, he stopped extending his branches to the palms.
Oh, no. Hey, I'm beginning to think these fruit trees are real people.
I know what you mean. Anyhow, before long, Mr. Papaya was acting just like Mr. Lemon Tree, making life sour and difficult for the palms.
Oh, I thought he was their friend.
Yes.
Oh.
Sometimes trees go sour, but the palms lifted their branches to God and prayed, God, make a way for us.
Wow, that's great because prayer is really powerful most of the time.
Prayer is powerful all of the time, Chikondi.
And did God make a way for the palms?
Yes, he did.
Oh, please, finish the story.
God sent a powerful wind from heaven, and suddenly Mr. Lemon Tree was uprooted.
Oh, no.
And Mr. Papaya got transplanted to another forest. And then,
And the palms, they could get back to giving their shade to the orphans. And then there's the other...
hey,
Uh-huh.
who's telling the story?
Oh! Sorry, Lisa. I'll let you finish the story.
Thank you. But you were right. The palms were finally free to continue caring for the orphan saplings.
Wow, God moved people, trees, right out of the way. Just like he parted the Red Sea.
Yes.
Trapped at the Great Red Sea, chased by the enemy. Oh, where to go, what to do? Have they been outsmarted? Oh, time is running out. People yell and shout. Then Moses raised his rod to God, and the waters parted. God makes a way in the wilderness and a way in the deepest sea. The power of God is working for all to see. God makes a way in the darkest night. Yes, a way to go shine his light. The power of God is working for all to see. Land dry as a bone, sea like walls of stone. Oh, march ahead, don't look back. Here come Pharaoh's soldiers. What a wild ride, but safe other side, the boys and girls now can hear the sea crash down like boulders. God makes a way in the wilderness and a way in the deepest sea. The power of God is working for all to see. God makes a way in the darkest night, yes, a way to go shine His light. The power of God is working for all to see. His miracles, He parted the great Red Sea. His miracles, He sets the prisoner free. His miracles are working today for you and me. God makes a way, God makes a way through miracles.
What a great song!
Yes, it's a perfect reminder for us today.
A reminder that God does miracles?
Yes, that God can make a way for us today when things may seem impossible.
Do you think God can make a way for me at school with Mr. English in trouble?
Chikondi, you asked the right question.
I did.
Oh yes, let's find the answer together.
Okay.
Okay, it's 1 Corinthians 10:13.
Okay.
Why don't you read it?
Okay. 1 Corinthians 10:13. God is faithful,
Mm-hmm.
and He will not let you be tempted beyond your ability. But with the temptation, He will also provide the way of escape, that you may be able to endure it. Wow.
See? God provides a way of escape no matter what the impossible thing may look like.
Wow, I'm gonna keep lifting my benches to God and pray like Mr. and Mrs. Palm. Maybe God will surprise me.
That's the right attitude. Lift these arms in prayer.
Oh, what's that, Louisa?
Oh.
Orange envelope. Wow.
I'm sorry. I found it in your driveway yesterday and I forgot to give it to you. It's from your school.
From my school?
Yes.
Oh. I wonder what it says.
Let's find out.
Okay. Go ahead and read it, Louisa.
Okay. Dear Chikondi and family orangutan,
That's us.
it has come to our attention that Chikondi's English class has too many students.
Oh, that is true.
Starting next week, we will be moving him to another class with another teacher. Thank you for your understanding. Principal leading.
Is this really happening? Is this really happening, Lisa? Pinch me. It's real.
Oh, Chico, I think this is your miracle.
I'm
Speechless?
Yeah, God made a way for me. It's amazing. God gave me my miracle. He made a way for me to get a new teacher in a new class.
Wow, Chikondi, sounds like you found your words again.
Yes, I did. And now I want to go tell everyone about what God did for me.
Friends, remember, God can make a way for you, no matter what the trouble is.
Or who the trouble is.
Because you are God's marvelous creation. I'm amazed that this got solved today.
Yeah, I guess prayer really does work all the time.
Oh, yeah. I told you.
You did tell me. Now I want to go tell my mom and my dad and Shekinah and Chip and Shani and well, I'd like to tell Frank and I'd like to tell Caleb. And
Really?
should I tell Trouble?
I don't think so.
His miracles, He sets the prisoner free. His miracles are working today for you and me. God makes a way, God makes a way through miracles.